Princess Cora and the Crocodile, Chapter 1, by Laura Amy. When Princess Cora was born, her mother and father thought she was as perfect as Snowflake. "Look at those big blue eyes," shouted the king. "Look at her toes," cried the queen, and she kissed the baby's feet. "They're like pink pearls." Someday, someday, our little girl will be queen," said the king. All at once, the queen looked worried, and so did the king, because blue eyes and pink toes will not help the princess to rule the land. "We must teach her," said the queen. "We will train her," said the king. So that very day, the king and queen began to train Princess Cora. They stopped thinking she was perfect and started worrying about what might be wrong with her. By the time she was 7 years old, there wasn't a single minute when Princess Cora wasn't being trained. The king and queen hired a nanny to make sure that Princess Cora was always tidy. The nanny thought that being clean was the most important thing in the world. She made Princess Cora take 3 baths a day and watched her like a hawk to make sure she washed herself all over. "Into the tub you go," the nanny would say, "and scrub a dub-dub till I said stop." Sometimes Princess Cora got tired of taking baths, but the nanny always shook her finger and said, "Do you want to be dirty, a little girl? Do you want to smell bad?" Then Princess Cora turned red and took another bath. When she wasn't taking baths, Princess Cora studied hard. Every day she went to the tower room and read books about how to run the kingdom. "A princess must be wise," said the queen. The books were so dull that Princess Cora yawned until her eyes were full of tears. Sometimes she asked silly questions just to liven things up. Then the queen frowned, an awful frown, and said, "Now, Cora, that is inappropriate." So Princess Cora hung her head and went back to work. After she studied, Princess Cora went down to the old castle prison, which the king had turned into a gym. Every day, the king stood with his golden watch in his hand while Princess Cora ran in circles and skipped rope up to 500. "Faster, faster! Our future queen must be strong," said the king. "Skipping rope is good for you." Princess Cora knew that skipping rope was good for her, but that didn't make her like it any better. Sometimes she tried to say so, but when she did, the king squatted down in front of her and made his face look very, very sad. He said, "Princess Cora, are you being a good girl?" Princess Cora knew it would be of no use to say yes, and she didn't want to say no, so she burst into tears. Princess Cora wanted her parents to be happy. She worked hard at being clean and strong and wise, but deep inside she was angry. Sometimes at night, when she was all alone in bed, she whispered, "Skipping rope is so stupid." And I'm sick of those boring books. When I grow up, I'm never going to take any baths. I'm going to be dirty. These thoughts scared her, but she couldn't stop thinking of them. One night, a new idea crept into her head. It was different. It was different from the others because it was a happy thought. She whispered, "What if I had a dog?" She smiled in the darkness. She thought of a great furry golden dog that would wag his tail and jump on her. A dog wouldn't tell her what to do. "That's what I want," whispered Princess Cora, "a dog." But when she told the nanny cried, "A dog? A dirty dog? A dog will make messes on the carpet. Good heavens, you don't want that." And the queen said, "Dogs are for little girls who have time to take care of them. I'm afraid you're too busy, dear." And when Princess Cora asked the king if she could have a dog, he stared at his gold watch and shouted, "Faster! Faster!" because she was trying to talk and run in circles at the same time. That night, Princess Cora wouldn't sleep. At last, she got out of bed and wrote a letter to her fairy godmother. "Dear godmother, nobody listens to me. My mother and my father won't let me have a pet. And Nanny says I don't even want one, but I do. And I'm sick and tired of everything. Please help me. Love, Princess Cora." Then she tore the leather into scraps and dropped them out of the window. But because it was a letter to her fairy godmother, every scrap turned into a white butterfly and flew away. That was the end of chapter 1. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.